Hi, welcome back to Video Games Are for Boys. It's our final episode of season 1. I'm joined here with my co-host Shell So Random, Zombie Senpai, and Mill a Minute. How y'all feeling right now? We're
Pretty
saying
good.
goodbye.
Good now that well, other than saying goodbye, I like the fact that I have pizza now, so that's in my belly.
Yeah.
I just say the
Food.
cupcake.
Okay, cupcake,
Sugar
pizza.
high.
Zombie, what did you add to the mix? We've got pizza and cupcake.
Matcha.
Ooh.
Matcha powder.
I like that. I might have myself some chai, but the problem is the shit really makes me like have a very imaginative mind before bed versus like resting. So it might not be good for me to do some chai. I'll see. But welcome. It is episode 5. We are talking about, do we need skill or can we just vibe out? If you remember, our very first episode of season 1 talked about playing for vibes, not accuracy, in our introduction as co-hosts for this season of Video Games Are for Boys. But this time around, the vibes aren't necessarily vibey based on what we're going to talk about today. As is notorious in the gaming space for anyone who games, whether you're on console or on PC or Mac or handheld, you know a little thing or two about rage quitting. We're absolutely going to share with you the games that we wanted to like, but now we hate them. We're going to try to be as honest as possible. Please, if you love these games, don't add us in the comments or anywhere on social. Talk to your friend group. Don't talk to me about it. I said what I said, okay? To get into this segment on Rage Quit Hall of Fame, I will start because I have some, okay? First of all, the game called Vampire. Vampire spelled Vampyr. I hated this fucking game because you're playing it. It's scary. Y'all know I'm not big on scary. I think I've made that very clear the whole time that I've been on this season and in my own Twitch stream. And I was like, let me push myself to get something scary. And so you're supposed to be this time period. Vampirism is around in London and like old timey, like back when they were like throwing bodies and shit in the Thames River. That's like the time period of the game. And you're coming in as an investigator trying to figure out where's this vampirism or this condition. They don't even know what it's called truly as vampirism. And so you're working with a doctor at like this like centralized hospital in old-timey London where everyone who's getting bit or has been bit or evaded being bit, they're coming there to get treated, and it's like the best place and safest place to be. And there's a head doctor. And this is a spoiler for those of you who have not played Vampire, so skip ahead if you don't want to hear this spoiler. But the whole time you're going to different parts of London and fighting different stages and bosses, people who are super powered, souped up vampires who've gotten stronger and stronger as they keep feeding off of people in London. You eventually have to come back every time to your hub hospital and connect with the main doctor and chat with people and get more tips on where you should go next, And as I'm playing through this, I play through the daytime because I can't do scary at night. It gives me nightmares. I'm playing and I'm like, doo, 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 doo. And then I get to a stage that's really hard, a neighborhood that I can't figure out like how to get in it because they've boxed it up and it's supposed to be like, stay out. We've got people dying in here. You don't want to come in here. And I was like, damn, I don't know how to get in there properly. And so I looked through a walkthrough. Shouldn't have done that. The walkthrough ended up telling me that the main doctor at your central hub hospital, who's supposed to be like your homebo, we're going to fight this. We're going to figure this out. I'm trying to treat everyone. Oh my God, it's just overpowering us. he is the granddaddy vampire who brought vampirism to the motherfucking cities. I was so mad. I was like, how the hell are you the vampire granddaddy of granddaddies? And the whole time you're laughing in my face, basically, because you know I'm out here fighting to get to you, but you're playing me. Like, no, oh my God, yes, help. Yes, and you could go to this part of the town and help. And oh, look at you. You're doing such great work and bring me back this. And then anytime I bring shit back that's supposed to help us long term, it magically gets destroyed or someone ran away with it when you return to the Central Hub Hospital. So I had to stop. I didn't even finish playing the game because when I found that out, I was just like, fuck this. Y'all are literally gaslighting me or any player the whole time. Why would I finish this game? He's the vampire granddaddy. He brought this here. He's like 17 gazillion years old. He brought this here. So I had to stop playing that. I could not go any further.
Who knew a granddaddy vampire would make someone quit?
And he's like a pasty, nerdy looking doctor too, with glasses and everything. And you know, they have the British accents in that one too. So, oh, dear chap, yeah. And I'm like, dear chap my ass now. Dear chap my ass. My other one, it's not scary, but it's spooky. It's called Murdered Soul Suspects. And I was into it. I like investigation games. I do like those. And you're supposed to investigate murders, but you're supposed to investigate them as a dead detective who got killed outside of a house while getting ready to start an investigation. And the reason I just couldn't get with this game is the mechanics were just so bad and it was hard to figure out how to play him, the ghost detective, and move the game forward. Every time I would try to go back to be like, "Whoo, I took a break. It pissed me off last time I tried to play it. Now I don't even care. I'm gonna stop." And I go back and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember I have this game. Let me try it again." And it just re-pisses me off. So I've had it now for I want to say since 2016, and I've yet to finish
Mm.
that fucking game. It's still in my cloud on PS4. Every time I look at it, I'm like, "Nope, nope, you can stay there." It looked really good, and I feel embarrassed. I didn't even get past the first murder. Like, that's how
Oh,
complicated the
oh my
mechanics was
god.
to me. It's not
Okay.
that I didn't even get far. It's, like, at the beginning. At the very beginning of the
Oh my god.
at the very beginning of the fucking game. Do
That's
y'all have any like that?
Yeah, like, so my game, that I definitely rage quit and I just haven't touched in a very long time is Star Wars Outlaws. I'm a big Star Wars fan. Like, I watch all the shows, all the movies. I know too much. I go to the parks. I have Ahsoka cosplay. Like, I love Star Wars. So I was really excited about this game coming out. Came out, I think it was last fall, and it's a female, like, main character. I was like, "Oh, let's go," right? And I got so frustrated with that game. It was something similar to what you were saying. It was like there was too much traveling and moving and exploring the map and, like, back and forth, and I there's, like, this, like, hub, essentially, like, this town, in Star Wars style, right? That you go to and you there's marketplace and things you have to go and get and steal and challenges. I just got
Mm.
tired of this, like, navigating that, and I was doing it on stream too, which made the pressure worse.
Mhm.
'Cause it was
Oh, yeah.
like I wasn't bad at the fighting or anything. I was bad at driving in that game. Driving in that game for whatever reason, the little speed, I forget what they're called, but the little speed racer, it just was horrible. And I was getting frustrated, embarrassed. I was like struggling with like, okay, how am I supposed to get all the way over there? And then where was this again? Wasn't I just here? And it's one of those where it's open, like you choose what challenge and things you do next. And that became so overwhelming because I'm like, I want more story and more
Yeah.
guidance.
Mhm.
And I just stopped. And it's just there.
Do
And
you
I
think you would
haven't done
play
any
it?
more.
Do you think you would play it off stream and feel
Maybe.
better trying? Maybe the live
I think
audience
I
made it.
I did try in between to kinda do some small side quests off stream, and I was still getting irritated by the same stuff,
Mm.
and I think there was just something in the design of that game, it was so vast, it was so big, there were so many different directions you can go into, and it needed a little bit more structure. Like, I
Mm.
played Spider-Man 2 with the Miles Morales, Peter Parker back and forth. That was great. It had a lot of stuff you had to do, and you had to master certain combos and stuff with fighting and swinging and all of that, but there was
Mhm.
a story that was guiding it, and it moved you along. So, like, you're getting through all the challenging stuff and you could get through it, but with Outlaws, I just felt like I just got thrown in and
Mhm.
it's like new characters and stuff too, but set in that universe, so I was just struggling to feel tied to the game and also motivated to keep digging and searching and navigating, and yeah, I'll go back to it eventually.
Mm.
One day. Not on stream.
Yeah, you can miss me on the Star Wars, but I don't even have the Bot 2 pack for Sims. I'm good.
Oh, I don't either. I don't either, and I should, and I don't.
Y'all can have that game then. What about you, Zombie? What is your rage quit game?
So in the spirit of potential reconciliation with a game, mine is one that I eventually reconciled with. So I think, Mill, that you should reconcile with this game. Just give it another chance. You never know. I had been told by a friend. I never played a farming sim at this point, but I was told that I was going to love this game, which, as many of you love, I'm sure, which is Stardew Valley. And so I was told, you're going to love this game, get it. So I got it on my Switch. Why? And it's not as big of a deal now, but why no one told me, and why the game, and that's the funny thing. Started a new farm, and uh they actually do now tell you that you need to go to sleep at a certain time if you put on the instructions, but no one said that you had, like, what would happen if you weren't in your house at the correct time by 2
Mhm.
a.m. And so I'm just playing this game. There's not a lot of instructions. I don't know what I was going through in my life, but when 2 a.m. hit and my character just flat out just passed out, and then to hear that not only was someone rummaging through my pockets and took my money, but also the town doctor was also on top of me getting robbed, going to charge me. I was done. I was done. I was like, thanks, no thanks. I'm not playing that again. So I played one day of Stardew Valley and didn't play again for an entire year. The only reason that I picked it back up was because I unfortunately was in the hospital for that first round of COVID. And all I had was my Switch, and my Switch only had maybe like 3 games on it, and Stardew being one of them. So I was like, fine, I'll give it another chance. Now that I have this knowledge, and it has become one of my favorite games. before that, I was playing games like in the cozy genre, like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing, you can stay out all day, every day. It doesn't matter. You can hang out with ghosts in the middle of the night. So I wasn't expecting to be a grown adult farmer with my own farm and having to have a bedtime. And that just didn't sit right with my soul. So for a year, me and Stardew weren't friends. But Mill, again, you can reconcile with this game. So I think you should give it another chance.
I also rage quit Stardew. I didn't like the fishing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I haven't gone back.
Game mechanics that made you crash out. Because actually have a
Mhm.
couple of those, not just Stardew.
Yeah.
And even the developer has said, like, I'm sorry, because he's gotten so many complaints about that fishing mechanic.
The fishing's horrible.
It is.
I was like,
That
I'm
is
done.
that's actually when I first started modding Stardew when I got a PC. That is the first thing I looked for, is how to not do the fishing game.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. So what I hear you saying, Zambe, is that you've reconciled with Stardew Valley and Palia, or just Stardew
Palia
Valley?
Palia is still on the chopping block. Shell has built me a beautiful second home in Palia. That I still have not even walked inside. But I have definitely seen her when she, streams it for me. And I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful. And then she's like, so you're gonna come play? And I'm like, it gets really quiet. So we're working on it, but right now Palia is still walking on thin ice.
How do you feel about this, Shell? Because you play both.
Yeah, well, it's actually kind of funny because she hears me crashing out. She's like, see, this is why I don't want to go back. It's just like the mechanics of the quest. I do understand why people rage quick because the quest, I'm sorry, but a lot of them are so bullshit. Like they're they are so long and they make absolutely no sense sometimes where I'm just like, no, I don't have the time. So I go straight to YouTube. And even with a lot of the new seasons that they've been adding on Palia right now, they're barely making videos. Like people are barely making videos of how to finish quests. So I'm
Mhm.
looking at the quest, and if I don't see the quest on any type of YouTube, I was like, oh, okay, forget it. I'm just gonna. So I do understand why, but I'm just like, girl, why don't you get? You're the one that told me to get on this game anyway. Like, how you gonna quit on something that you told me to get on? So I try to be understanding. Do I crash out on her when she don't get on Palia? Yes. Will I still crash out? Still get on Palia? Yes, because of this damn beautiful house. You know how long it takes to build this damn house with so many money that you could only like without actually buying money on that game. Like there's in-game purchases.
Mhm.
I gotta do it organically, okay? I can't buy money like that. I don't got money like that to be buying games,
Mm.
like so me doing this organically and working so hard for her not to come on it. So yes, but I do understand her rage on that. Stardew, I do also understand. And I wanted to quit many times because I started over on it a lot. I'm jealous of people who can put mods on their game. I have a MacBook and no matter how many videos I've looked on there, the mods are not working for me. So
Damn.
we have to figure that out. But yeah, I do understand the crash out on Palia and why she doesn't want to get on it again.
I could
So
see the
yeah.
modding on Stardew making it better. I do have it, but I've
Mm,
not played it in like since the first time I bought it and played it on stream. I never played it again. I probably could,
mm,
but meh, 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 meh. Uh,
yeah.
I don't need anything else to crash out over. Outside of the games that you were talking about, do you all have anything other than those before we jump into button pushing conversation.
Yeah, I also abandoned Palia. I'll go back, but it's very similar. It's just one of those where there's so much work and it's
Mm.
so tedious. Coral Island is another one. It's just so tedious. And I can have that energy for a little bit, but if it continues to be so hard to get the questing done or to make money, like you lose me. If I feel like Palia was like, I can't build my house. I want to do all these things to my house. It's taking too much money and too much time to make this house. And yeah, I crashed out. And Coral Island, it was very similar. I was like, it's taken too long to make money and progress in this. Whereas
Mhm.
other things during I was like, oh, pumpkin game, let's go.
For
I'm
real.
hearing a theme. Cozy
Yes.
games are fucking annoying. So that's what
Just
I'm
a little,
getting from
just a
all of
little,
you.
little,
Cozy games are annoying as hell. Stick
little
to
bit,
Yeah.
little
the
bit.
links and the streams that I'm used to with my RPGs and mess. There is one more RPG that I wanted to share that I wanted to like so bad, but I hated them. So any Final Fantasy true lovers out there are gonna probably be like, you don't really love Final Fantasy because those are great ones. First of all, I didn't start playing Final Fantasy till 8, and then I played 9, and then I played 10. From 11 to 14, I ain't touched that. I didn't like the game sequence, fight sequencing. I didn't like the mechanics. I didn't like the layouts. I don't like when they're little instead of tall in the game. I like my players tall, people size, not little dots. That's probably why I can't really get into Stardew Valley. But I digress. Like
Mm.
Final Fantasy 11 through 14, hated all of them. All of the extra iterations, the remastered, hated them all. The MMO RPG, that one, yep, hated that one too. That's probably also why I haven't continued with Skyrim, or excuse me, Elder Scroll in its next iterations, because why do I have to play with these random freaking people running up to me and trying to talk to me? Leave me alone. I'm an only child. I stream, but the people I stream to cannot talk verbally to me. They are a digital being as far as I'm concerned. So MMOs are a no. And when any of my RPGs go that route, I'm pissed off because now I have to wait 10 fucking years for you to return to the original style of making this game, not an MMO and not with these horrible ass mechanics. So that's why last couple of episodes ago was when I was deeply pouring my heart out about Final Fantasy 15, because it was just like, you understood what I needed from you, but then you broke my heart. But yeah, if you loved 11 through 14, please do not tag me on social and tell me about it. I don't want to hear it. Eat sand. Okay, so moving on to certified button mashing. Okay, I know. There's gonna be somebody in one of these comments or one of these platforms like, you're not real gamers if you don't learn how to play the game. Who cares? Sometimes I don't want to learn how to play the game. And there are some games that I've just push buttons get through until I was done like giving it a shot. It didn't make me rage quit, but I was just like, whatever. And I know that there are a few of us who have some really interesting game shares. I will share that Assassin's Creed, all iterations before Origins, Valhalla, and Odyssey, I was just pushing shit. I was just pushing
Mm.
shit. And it didn't matter how many times I went back in to read what button does what, especially on PS4. I was just pushing whatever. I didn't even care because I just wanted to really see the story in most of
Mm.
those, if I'm being honest. Do y'all have any that you just push buttons through to get through?
I, growing up, for the most part, was a certified button smasher, and to the point where it became like a gaming technique. Like, I'm bodying everyone that I play against, mind you. My siblings, my cousins, like friends and stuff like that. But that's just like very, very fast finger work is basically what I attribute that to. But so uh lots of fighting games. So Mortal Kombat used to be my game. It actually is very hard when you have a game like Split Fiction that needs you to press certain buttons at certain times. And don't even get me started on Soul games. I can't play a Soul game because that is calculated madness
Mm.
and I'm a recovering button masher, so I'm not there yet.
It's like
No, I
Dance
feel
Dance
that.
Revolution baked into some of these. Like,
Mhm.
remember these 50 gazillion sequences.
No,
Go
for
ahead,
real.
Will.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I'm a pseudo button masher. I've gotten a lot better at like fighting games because that was something I definitely didn't really play a lot growing up. Kind of went to the arcade and did like the Simpsons one, just
Mhm.
button mash. But I've in the last couple of years I've gotten into Fortnite and I've gotten into Marvel Rivals, and I definitely started off button mashing. And there's still times when I'm playing Rivals, especially on a controller, where if it's too fast, I'm button mashing. Like I can't really keep up with like doing the correct combos and buttons. I'm just trying to survive at that point. Hi, kiddo. And so, yeah, I definitely he's learning to button mash. Uh, but yeah, for Rivals, it's definitely been like I'm getting the skill kind of. I'm not advanced by any means. And
Mm.
so there's still moments where in the panic, my brain just goes into button mashing mode. I hate to admit that, but it's true. I'm a little better on
Mhm.
mouse and keyboard, but controller, it's still there's a dexterity thing, and I'm just like, panic, Thor's in my face, the thing's in my face, panic, just start, you know, press, fight as fast as I can, or hold down R2 or something. Like it definitely happens, but I'm working through it and trying to progress.
Is there a
Mm.
combination of things you have to push in those FPSs? I didn't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
I never
Mhm.
played them.
So Rivals is one where it's all the different heroes, right?
Mm.
And each one has different set of buttons and triggers and actions that those do. So you're keeping track of so much. Like if you're playing one character, say I'm playing Scarlet Witch, and then I switch to Spider-Man, that's a whole different set of what the buttons do and the keys do. And it's a lot to like mentally track. And so
Mm.
my strategy is like I try to focus on just like a set few and get comfortable. But like if I'm ever playing one I'm not familiar with because my team wants me to,
Mhm.
I'm just whatever,
Dang.
mashing away. Yeah. It gets complicated and it's fast paced, and I think that's where I'm like, if I can keep up, cool. If I can't, I'm just trying not to die. Yeah.
I yeah,
Sure.
I don't think I would do well in the FPS world either then. The fighter games, I've never really been good at. Even, like, younger on older consoles, like, what was that, Nintendo 64? And the other ones where you could play Mortal Kombat, me and my
Mhm.
cousins would line up and play against each other. We'd at least have 2 controllers or whatever console, and when they would do the Mortal Kombat challenges of us being pitted against each other, I would always lose because they knew all of the combinations more than I did. And you really have to
Mhm.
like store that in your brain. There's some
Yeah.
games I can do that for, but not any fighter games. It's just too many. It's Dance Dance Revolution all over again for me, I would say. I just can't do it. I can't do it at all. Shell, did you have one to share of your button mashing adventures?
Yeah, it definitely started off with Clear Obscure. Considering I kinda already talked about it from last episodes. I won't get too much into the storyline. Y'all just have to listen to a couple episodes before this. But at first, I thought it was just like, okay, cool. But when they kept adding more of blocking, and then there was parry, and then there was like this extra, I forgot what it's called, but it's extra parry thing where you have to like where they just do some type of flip, unnecessary flip in the air, and then they hit them. Like that, I was just trying to get through the story, but it just I couldn't get through the story anymore, and I was just like, all right, so this is actually like strategy type of game where I was just trying to get through it. And I do agree with y'all with a lot of the fighting games. I used to play it a lot more with my cousins, but obviously I'm not around them too much. But there was another one that I can't really remember other than the Mortal Kombat. Everybody loves Mortal Kombat, especially with the newer ones. They become a lot
Street
bloodier and
Fighter?
deadlier.
Yeah,
And
I was gonna say Street
Street
Fighter.
Fighter, yeah, Street Fighter, yes, that definitely, like because there's still some arcade games around, like, even when I was in Vegas in TwitchCon, and me and my friend was, like, in that old arcade area, like, beating the shit out of each other, not even knowing who's right or not, so that's a good one too because, I mean, it's always go back to, like, a good nostalgia. People have good combos. I don't have the good combos like that until, like, I actually play it over and over again, kinda like what I did with Claire Obscure. Because I was on that for so much, I started knowing the combos a little bit, trying to do better. But at first, I was butt mashing. It was like, "Just parry." I was like, "Bro, I'm blocking. I can't parry, okay?" Like, that's it. So, yeah, that's something that was on my mind.
The jumping and the flips you're talking about immediately made me think of parkour. Like when they're doing
Yeah.
all that.
Yes.
Like, where are we going with this? I thought I was playing a video game.
Oh,
Sorry you couldn't
I'm
see that for
saying.
those listening.
Have y'all ever, like, gone in and changed the difficulty when you've got frustrated
Super
and, like, been
easy.
like, "You know what? Let's go down." I won't let myself do it. I have a very bad, like, "No, I have to get through it."
Nobody's watching you.
Mhm.
Put that super easy level on and make it on through.
Man,
I
tell
never do the
you.
hardest. I never do the hardest, but I'm like, just under. I don't know.
Yeah, my community tried to challenge me. They was like, "Do hard." I was like, "You won't get balanced or easy for me because baby girl, baby boy, I don't have the time or the patience to do that." Like, cause like even when I was done with South of Midnight, because I was
Mhm.
actually on normal mode. And so when I went to Claire and it was like, "Do you want easy or normal?" I was like, "Mm-mm, I'm doing easy because I already finished South of Midnight. I am done trying to do normal because normal don't need normal." And I'm so glad I did because easy mode was still hard for me. And I was like, that would have killed me instantly if I was on normal mode, like right there. Like they were kicking my ass on both ways. But I got through it. I got through it. But for those who go through hard mode, kudos to y'all. I ain't doing it. You can't make me. Don't pressure me. You could give me the money, all the money in the world. I'm not doing it. I refuse. You're not making me. So, uh,
If you put me on hard, I'm gonna need to stream that for a whole year, the game. Like, we're just gonna baby step that because there's no way that I'm gonna get too far as compared to I can handle normal, but easy is my go-to. Games that we like to vibe out to because they're easy and it just makes us feel like, yeah, this is cool. I'm doing something. Look at me. 4 plus 4, I ate. I ate in this game. The lies that we tell ourselves. I know that we each have a good variety of games here. I'm going to let any of you start because I don't wanna take up our time talking about The Sims because 'cause I'm pretty maniacal with my chaos. So,
Mhm.
I feel super powerful over there. I'm gonna let Zombie kick us off. What's a game that you feel is One that makes you feel powerful and you don't get stressed out about, like, am I doing this right?
Definitely it's Animal Crossing because there's really no right or wrong way to play it, but also, for anyone we'll just stick with New Horizons just to make it easy. Um, this raccoon has kidnapped me because how did you get me on the plane to this island and not know I didn't have money to pay you for anything? And then you've made me the leader of this community that you're building. Um, I get to decide who lives on the island, who moves off the island. Eventually, if you have the Happy Home DLC, you get to decide what the inside of these villagers' houses look like.
Not the HOA.
The HOA that comes into your house and makes sure that everything's up to code. And you get to decide what the outside looks like. So yeah, I don't think there's anything like more powerful than someone playing Animal Crossing, except for the fact that to get villagers off your island, that's when your god complex crumbles a little bit because I've seen people they're like the community is back and forth on what makes it happen faster. If you need to quickly level up their friendship, which hurts a lot of people's souls because they're like, "You're ugly, get off my island." Because Animal Crossing fans are mean. I don't want to. I'm not accepting any other remarks regarding that comment. Y'all are mean. Y'all will bully a duck because you don't like his face. Okay, I don't care. Or they will be mean to the villager to try to get them to leave. Walking around and hitting it with a net. I've seen lots of like little snippets of like it's not Halloween, but guess what? You have the main character following villagers around with their axe and swinging at them. It doesn't do anything, but I feel like it releases some inner rage for these people, and I love that for them. But also, there's like what is that game called? Bonnie's Bakery instead, because you do get to be an animal butcher and a baker in that game. So like, I don't know. We need y'all to find some balance because those poor animals are being terrorized. I'm just putting that out there.
Maniacal. Cozy games are not safe for you. Oh my god. I'm never gonna play Animal Crossing because I would get incredibly pissed off and try to find whoever was trying to kick me off the island. That's ridiculous. Mill, were you gonna say something about Animal Crossing? Were you kicked off an island?
No, I like Animal Crossing. It's very chill. That's like one of those like I'm not stressed. I'm like, it's so cute. It's all these little characters. I'm like, oh, I'm walking around with my pink hair. I'm okay with Animal Crossing. I've not been kicked off. I have kicked off characters though that I didn't think were cute. It was the eagle
Yeah,
guy.
how rid of them?
I kicked him off. I was like, you're not cute. There's a little rat. What was his name? Cheddar. I was like, no, please leave.
Not Cheddar. Get
Sorry.
Y'all talk so much smack about Sims 4 and the chaos that those who do chaos like myself do in them. Y'all are doing this to cute, fuzzy little looking things, and this is rude. It sounds like me kicking townies out of houses and evicting them and basically leaving them
You just
unhoused with
you just
17
have
kids.
to, like, what is it? You just ignore the villager for a while, and then they're like, "Oh, maybe it's time for me to go," and it's like, "Yeah, go."
Dang, that is actually pretty sad.
This is like a study in sociology
Time
of
to
like how
move
people
on.
are like so mean to you if you don't look aesthetically how they want. Horrible. Do you have
Well,
another game that you like to vibe out to, you power hungry cozy gamers? What is going on here, Mill?
so this one is like a vibe out. I don't even care about really doing the quests and stuff in it. I'm a millennial, grew up on Harry Potter, Hogwarts. I don't, the creator will leave her out of this, but the game itself, it's so fun to just be in there and like to be in that setting and flying around and doing magic. I don't even care as much about the quests. I kind of do them, but I'm more just like, oh, I'm in Hogwarts. This is beautiful. And like in the robes and like the little wand, and I love it. Like that's definitely one where it's just I'm just enjoying the
Mm.
environment and running around the castle and the grounds and stuff, like, because it's like a dream, like, to get to be in that world, so, yeah, the spiders stressed me out, and I was like, "I will not go back to this place again." And I had to have my husband come help me. There's actually a setting where you could change the rendering of the spiders so they look less scary and look kinda silly. Because I was having full arachnophobia
Well, that's
panic,
fair.
and
Yeah.
I was like, "I can't do this. This is supposed to be, like, just for fun."
So Hogwarts, flying
Hogwarts.
around,
Yes. Yes.
magic, Harry
Yes.
Potter, fuck the spiders.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Shell, what is yours? What's your vibe out?
Honestly, so there was an old game, that was actually on Xbox, old Xbox, but then they were actually put it on backwards compatibility for the new Xbox, so it's actually called Crazy Taxi. I like that game a lot. The gist of it is like you're just a taxi driver. You're picking up people and you have a timer to drop them off at certain places. And I do that just so like out of sight, out of mind kind of thing where it's literally the same thing over and over again. But I feel powerful doing it because like even if like I gotta drive fast.
Joe, yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Hey, 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 it's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Here we go. Yo, you need a ride?
Hey, watch it, you idiot! Take me to the cable car at the bottom of the hill.
Love this.
Would you keep your moving?
Shut up and move your butt.
We're flying off of hills and things like that. But I'm just like, just mindlessly just going by, and then like you can't really hit the people because they like tumble out of the way and they're screaming. So you can like they're screaming, but you're not hitting on them. Like you can't like there's no way for you to hit them like at all. But yeah, you literally if you can watch like you watch the gameplay and you see the people like they're just like out of the way. But you gotta make sure that even if you're in that area, you have to park in that circle. So you flying off of the hill, you're passing up. So then you gotta drive backwards and then make it in that circle on time before it hits zero. And if they don't, then, like, there's an old lady that would, like, literally just, like, hit you with your purse, and she'd be, like, mad, like, "You didn't make it." Or there's, like, a rock star, like, "Come on, man." Like, it's one of those things where just, like, you're just mindlessly driving, and I don't even think about the quest. Sometimes I'm late, sometimes I'm early, but it just calms me a little bit. So that's one of the very variety things that I do too on the side when I'm not doing all the other ones that's, like, very known. But for those who are around my age, that y'all maybe remember the Crazy Taxi, and that's one, good game that I just be chilling and sometimes it doesn't even show up. It's so old sometimes it doesn't even show up on my Discord like, "Oh, they're playing this." It's so old, it don't even show up on my Discord that I'm playing it, and I'm like, I don't really care because they're like, "Oh, what you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just chilling." I'm really playing Crazy Taxi, darn near running people over, dropping people off at their at their destination, and everything like that. So that's where I do.
Please don't get in a vehicle with Shell for those in
No, do
IRL,
not.
because this is giving a
I'm
kind of a
definitely
foreshadowing of
I
your
am a
style.
I'm a speed racer. I really am. I do follow the law for those who are listening, for the police that's listening. I do follow the law. Okay. But when y'all go 70 miles, I'm gonna be right behind right with you. So
Don't believe it. Don't believe it. To round this out, my vibe out game, y'all have inspired me to go into the Rolodex of my brain, deep, deep in my geriatric millennial experience of games on PlayStation, because that was my main console throughout life, and
Mm,
continues to be so. Twisted Metal. I
mm.
loved playing Twisted Metal. I 9 times out of 10 would get the clown driver with the clown looking car, but I would
Mm.
smoke that NPC player, the car every time. I won all the time. And there was just something about the music in it too. I would put the hard rock on. Da, 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 da. I'm driving around, bashed into them. I loved it. Twisted Metal was one of my favorite PlayStation games. And I didn't realize it then because I was younger, but that was such a vibe for me. There was not
Mhm.
too big of like a goal each time. You just really need to win your rounds. But I loved it. And you talking about the taxi really brought it back at like a core memory peaked right then and there of a vibe out game outside of The Sims. It does make sense though. Like Twisted Metal is pretty wild, and me loving
Mhm.
doing chaos in The Sims with my mods equally wild. So I just took it out of the vehicle and put it into like controllable little townies and people.
Yeah,
But yeah, Twisted Metal definitely a vibe out.
I love
I
that.
loved it. Do they
Completely
have
love
any
that.
more Twisted Metals nowadays? Did they stop
There
making
was
them?
a show. Was there a show that came out or a movie?
Not a
I don't know.
show.
Mm.
Yeah, there was something. I have to look it up. There was some
Not
kind of
no
show
Squid
that
Game
came out.
type shit with Twisted Metal. That's crazy. What?
I'm gonna Google it right now. That reminded me of Simpsons Road Rage. That was my game. But
Mm.
it was so fun. I love the show, but also you just got to run into people. And it's somewhere you pick them up and drive around Springfield. It was great.
You need to bring these type of games back, studios. Give us
Yes.
these. More of these and less of some of these things that y'all closed up shop after one version of the game because it was so bad. Give us some of this
Mhm.
Mm.
nostalgic vibe out. Little messy, little chaotic. Before we head
Yeah, it is a
out,
show.
it
Just
is.
checked. Anthony Mackie. Yes. It's on season 2.
Wow.
I don't know. I Twisted Metal, it's a TV show. They're
What are
already
they
doing season
doing?
2.
What are
That
they
is
driving around?
crazy.
There's the poster is the clown in the crazy car. So,
Now, see, I
I
can
don't know.
handle the clown in the game. I cannot do
Yeah.
clowns in TV or movies. So it's a wrap. Let's cut it right there. No more talk about what it is on the TV show. I'm
Sorry.
seeing them
Oh,
already in my
Oh,
mind. Yeah.
Sorry.
But thank you all for sharing your vibe out games. I'm definitely gonna have to check out a few of these that were brought up. If you do rage quit, I will put a message somewhere that reminds you to join a group and talk about your rage quitting, because sometimes it's not healthy and you might end up destroying your TV, your monitor, something, and we want you to be able to have another outlet than that, okay? Before we head out, and it's our last episode of the season, let's get some farewells. So long. See you next time. Thoughts from our co-host.
Yes, I
Do
hope
not
everyone
speak.
enjoyed listening. And go watch K-pop Demon Hunters. That's my plug. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. That is all my existence now.
Are we plugging TV
They need
shows?
they need to make a game for it. That is my hope and wish and farewell, is that they turn this into a game or Fortnite skins. Yes.
Go ahead and repeat that for the people who didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. I was saying K-pop Demon Hunters, they need to make that into a game or skins in Fort, please. Yes.
Yeah, they
That's
can
my
make all
farewell
kinds of
wish.
skins in Fortnite. Okay.
They
K-pop
need
Demon
K-pop.
Hunter.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I need a Derpy Tiger plush immediately. Please hurry. Please hurry. It needs to be super soft. And come with a little plant. Just a little potted plant, please. And the hat. Take the bird's hat.
We're asking for things. Okay. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. What they can do out there, the audience. Shell, what about you?
Make sure y'all don't speed out there. Don't be like me. For Netflix, why would you cancel it for me 3 hours? K-pop Demon Hunters to something down. We would be there for the 3 hours. Give it back, okay? And that's it.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
This was not supposed to be a crash out farewell to y'all.
You're being put on notice. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't come for me. But also, put out the extended version.
And a video game.
My farewell then is, if you like time period things, especially in games, but even in TV, something on your screen, a movie, please go ahead and watch The Gilded Age, Buccaneers, and Mobland. Although that's not time period, it'll just have you down a rabbit hole, okay? But The Gilded Age, y'all
That's my
doing y'all
show.
thing. That's my favorite show. I done binge all seasons. I'm up to number 3 in just a week's time. Y'all need to hurry up and drop all these episodes for season 3. Thank you so much.
This season, we complicate Black society by examining the issue of color.
I remember when I first read the script, I was like, oh, yes, let's go there.
One thing that The Gilded Age does so well is that they explore Black life very authentically.
It's important that we have the Scotts and the Kirklands engage with one another because it allows us a different portal into the Black elite.
Thank you so much, okay?
I co-sign Gilded Age.
Until next time, next season, next random variety of thoughts from myself and my co-host on video games. We love you. We hope that you enjoyed season 1. And remember, video games are for boys, okay? Bye.
Bye.